Welcome back. Going into this weekend, a real estate lawsuit settlement sends shockwaves through the real estate world, and decades-long policies that helped set agent commissions. Under the terms of the settlement, the National Association of Realtors not only agreed to pay $418 million, but also agreed to eliminate the 6% realtor commission. So this is very big news for a lot of people. Join us now is someone who's been working toward this for decades, a real estate attorney, Doug Miller. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So tell us your history with this, because you really, like I said, you've been trying to get to this point for 40 years. Tell us how you got started.
I prefer to say 30. It makes me feel younger, but it probably is 40.
Yeah.
Even in law school, I had a broker's license, and I got to see how the industry worked. And I studied it very carefully while I was in law school. And I've actually been very involved in the industry from many different aspects. So I've been able to see all the different things that are wrong with the industry. The first case I did was against Edina Realty for undisclosed dual agency. We won that case on summary judgment. Nobody else in the country was doing dual agency. And after winning that case, I thought I was a huge success and everything was going to change. But the Realtor Association, being as powerful lobby group as they are, came in and bankrolled a lobbying effort to legalize dual agency just for realtors. So since then, I've been trying to change a lot of things in the industry and haven't really been successful up until now. I took a long time designing this case and preparing it and finding the right lawyers to handle this case.
And your thoughts on how they handled it, and you're saying how it's just the most complex settlement that you've seen in a long time.
It is. It's incredibly complex. The lawyers I picked them because they're not the kind of lawyers that are just going to take the money and run. They are very concerned about the injunctive relief, the changes that are going to happen to the industry. And they've been in marathon negotiation sessions trying to make this happen. And the whole idea is to uncouple the commissions. So many times when you have a realtor, you're trying to sell your house, they tell you, well, the reason I have to charge you 6% is because I have to share my fee with a buyer's agent. Why? Why would you be forced to pay someone to negotiate against you? And why is it fixed? Why is it 2.7% for pretty much all agents in town? That's not a negotiable commission. It's like socialized real estate. It shouldn't be that way. And so this case is about uncoupling the commissions. Maybe lawyers can come into the fray and negotiate on behalf of buyers now. Buyers might be able to do it themselves. And instead of sellers having to pay 2.7% to buyer agents, they just pay their listing agent. Could make huge changes, open up the market to market forces, and so we'll see things become negotiable is our hope. I have to really watch out for people trying to do end runs around this. If they try to offer commissions on their websites and things like that, there's lots of chatter I've been seeing about ways to try and get around this settlement, and so really important for your viewers to keep an eye out for things like that.
That is good advice, and there's a lot more questions that we have. We're running out of time, but what advice do you have for buyers and sellers? Because the judge still needs to approve this settlement, but assuming that happens, these changes would go into effect in July. What's the...
Be very careful about what agreements you sign. Most of these agreements are crafted by a group of competitors behind closed doors, and they're very anti-consumer. There's no way to cancel them. They build in the fees. There's often hidden fees in these agreements. There's all kinds of problems with them. And so be very, very careful about what you sign. And on the seller side, don't ever, again, allow commissions to be paid to the buyer broker. Instead, pay it to the correct person. Pay it to the buyer. And let the buyer decide if they want to hire a broker, or if they want to hire an attorney, or if they want to do it themselves and save some money.
Real quickly, if someone's looking to put their home on the market very soon, should they wait, not knowing where this is going to go exactly and how this is going to check out?
Maybe, because a lot of the unfair market forces still exist. If you offer less than 2.7%, a lot of buyer brokers will boycott your house. It's terrible. It shouldn't be that way. This will hopefully eliminate that reverse incentive.
Okay. So many more questions, but unfortunately we're out of time. Doug Miller, we really appreciate it. We'll have to have you back, because we know this is going to be a hot button topic, especially as the spring market really heats up here in the Twin Cities. So thank you. We appreciate it.